Hello, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that those are only general readings. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. I have two special tarot offers going on for this month, and they are both kind of focused in the energies wrapping up this year cycle of 2018 and beginning the next chapter of 2019 and what it might bring for all of you in specific. So if you'd like to know more details about those special readings at a sales price until the end of the month, just contact me, and I will gladly give you all the details. And I apologize, as if I go into my readings, I'll be somehow having a hard time sometimes speaking and coughing a lot. It's due to the fact that I have catch a cold, and so I'm still in recovery process. It's taking some time, and it's really affecting a lot of my throat chakra. And aside of that, I also want to let you guys know that I'm not currently usually at home and where I usually do my readings, and so it might just be a harder process for me as I'm traveling to record these videos, but I will still try to at least do the monthlies and the mid-months if I can. And yeah, that's all. I hope you enjoy your readings, and we'll talk with each other soon. So, Leo, I do feel that the moon cycles during this month are extremely important, and kind of giving you this lunar cycles from the new moon that is about to happen, I feel, this week, I believe December the 7th or the 8th. So from this new moon in Sagittarius up until the full moon in Cancer period, basically the whole month energy here, you know, this is a period of time where you're being given, I feel, hints, but they are so subjective. Like, the directions you're being given are coming from such a subjective, hard to understand and perceive mentally kind of format that you might be a little bit, you know, lost, confused, torn between everything you're being told, everything you're being given in terms of actual information, versus the things you are feeling, the things that you are kind of responding to in a way that, again, it's different. It's abstract and different from whatever you are being shown as the reality. So basically what I want to say is that some of you don't know. It's like you're divided between objective and subjective worlds. You don't know what to trust, where to put your trust. You don't know what is true, what is lie, what's an illusion, what's reality. It's like this blurred, confusional energy here. Really, I feel pushing you into a place of non-resistance. I feel like some of you need to just quit your needs at this time to have everything deciphered, to have everything explained to you, and allow things to be, you know, to be in the process of getting to be clarified when the moment is right. But some of you, I feel like you cannot stand this. You're very impatient. For some of you, you're also feeling a little bit depressed during this period of time. I feel like you have this negative force that you might not know where is it coming from. Again, I feel like some of you are dealing with things that you just don't know. You don't know why you're feeling in certain ways, why you are, you know, responding in certain ways, why you are seeing certain things you're seeing. You just don't know. The word don't know, it's something very present with some of you Leos and making you afraid. I feel like the more you feel this way, the more you want to hide. So some of you Leos might be trying to protect yourselves by hiding or just by holding on tightly to what are your comfort zones, to what are, you know, pieces of your world that you can rely on and you can make sense of. This is the Four of Pentacles, but in a soul position. The Four of Pentacles in the soul position, it's a really, it's an energy that it's a little bit tricky, because the Four of Pentacles represents cleanliness to the material world. It's where we are so attached to the illusion of what material security is that we start again believing that our internal security relies and safety and well-being relies as well on that. So when your real world starts to be clouded by forces like the moon and the Ten of Swords, you panic, because maybe this is a time where you are getting to understand that true safety, true peace, true comfort, true happiness does not lie in material things, because material things disappear. 1 minute they are there, 1 minute they are gone. Material things, just as any material thing, you know, will disappear. It will dissipate. Of course, material, having a good material foundation and having some material safety, it's important to get by and to survive. But this is not where you will find safety, because where we usually find more and more and more and more of in the material world is fear, by the illusion of safety that we keep acquiring things and acquiring things and acquiring things, and in the middle of all of this, we let our happiness pass by. We let the meaning of ourselves, of our souls, the cry of our souls be shut down, and we don't listen to our inner world. We don't listen to our inner needs. We don't listen to information that does not come from things you can rationally understand, because they are not meant to be understood. They are meant to be felt. So this applies for Leos that are with fears, deep fears, seated fears associated with money, associated with comforts, associated with losing something that they feel is their own, right? Entitlement, their power, their possessions. All of this are being triggered. And the more you hold on to things that I feel do not, it's like you are holding on to things that are in the wrong place in your life. Like, for example, the Four of Pentacles in the soul position. This is not where it belongs. The moon would belong much more to the soul position, and it's in your conscious self. So you are perceiving the world, or you are observing your reality during the month with the moon, which means everything is weird, everything is clouded, you are susceptible to illusion, to deception more than usual, because you're not seeing things clearly, because everything is like tainted with a little bit of this obscure energy, and you don't know if that is real or not. You don't know, and it's taking you down. I feel like some of you, if you don't make efforts to progress, towards progress, emotional advancement and discovery of your soul and discovery of your journey, spiritually wise, you might end the year and go into January with the odd feeling of not having the power and the happiness you want. So basically the energy being present here is that you need to reclaim, you know, your power of change. and of interest in change, because I feel like some of you are not or have not been really interested in changing, in getting to know more than what you do because of your attachments to what you have. It's like, I'm sitting here, this is my place, my life, my throne, this is how I want things to be. It's not all, but it's something and I like it. Just leave me alone. I keep getting a feeling like Leos are just like, leave me alone. Like your spirit guides, right? Your higher self, or even your friends, your loved ones, your family, wanting to pull you out of that place. Come with me. Let's see what's out there. Let's try to discover more. And you pushing them away. People trying to love you and you pushing them away. People trying to help you and you pushing them away. So for some Leos, the summer is a wake-up call kind of month. For some of you that want to get better, for some of you that do not feel good but cannot come to admit that because of the stubbornness of the Four of Pentacles. For those of you that cannot admit your fears, or that you just don't know anything. You don't know if you are in the right place, if you are in the right relationship, if you are in the right job. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you're meant to be. And it's okay to not know. I feel like some of you don't accept your flaws. You don't accept this as a part of you. Because the Moon and the Ten of Swords together can point out a manifestation of depression. Really big depressive states. Maybe you don't want to admit that you have been battling depression, that you are depressed, that you have been for some time. Maybe you don't want to admit that something has changed, that it's over, and it's time to move on. Maybe you are afraid to take that step, because as you can see, this wearing red, it takes guts to do it. It takes courage to move on from something that is just not giving you feedback, emotional contentment, response, satisfaction, or spiritual fuel. You need spiritual fuel. You need spiritual life. Whatever spirituality means to you, it's beyond matter. It's beyond this. Way beyond it. It's something that this does not have. You need to water yourself with love. Right? I feel like some of you have a deep distrust on faith, religion, energy. Everything that deals with the concept of divine, energy. Things that are beyond, again, your structured, pragmatic reality. You distrust it, or you just, again, don't want to listen. You don't want to be bothered with it. This is not the way. And it could be that maybe it's not the way for you, but what you have been doing is also not the way. And the challenge and the need here, if you're in conscious drive, is to go and seek for your medicine. What you are in need is soul medicine, because you have Moon. Moon is the soul. You're deep, 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 deep unconscious. The deep, deep, deep unconscious parts of you, your emotional baggage, your dreams, your intuition, the motherly connection you have with others and with yourself, the relationship you had with your motherly figure, the inheritance you receive from your ancestors. It's your patterns, your conditioning, your memory, your DNA. And something needs to be transformed here. I feel like some of you need to understand as well where you have come from. in order to understand where you are and where to go next. Some of you need to trace back here some memories, some experiences of your past, in order to understand what led to what and why maybe you are feeling the way you do or dealing with the things you're dealing. It's like making psychoanalysis, understanding that your psyche is extremely in focus during this period of time. And so if you don't feel comfortable or knowledgeable or capable of exploring your own psyche just by yourself, seek help, seek counseling, seek someone you can just talk with or listen to someone. Just take measures. I feel like your problem shows up here as you not taking measures to help yourself or situations that are getting dark. Even if this is not about you internally, even though I feel like for the majority of you is, it could be any other thing you're dealing with, relationship, a problem with your job, a problem with finances, a problem with something, anything. If you don't take measures in December, it will get worse as you go into January. So just take a look at it. Be brave and take a look at it. And if it's time to leave something, I feel like leave without guilt, because I also feel like some of you are afraid to leave something because you feel this guilt or responsible for someone else's happiness, for someone else's well-being. But you can't make someone happy if you're not happy, if you're not okay with yourself, if you're not well established in you, in the things you are and in the things you are not. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.